Good morning to everyone and welcome to this Cloudi-Fi/Descaler webinar. We are here today to talk about digital transformation and more precisely on how to secure the phygital experience in the retail industry. Before going forward, I'd like to introduce myself. So my name is Franz Tourette. I'm marketing specialist at Zscaler for Southern Europe, and I will be presenting today with Hind.
Hello everyone, my name is Hind and I'm the International Marketing Assistant at Cloudi-Fi.
So let's now have a look quickly on the agenda of this session. So to start, I will give you a quick reminder on the Zscaler solution and more particularly on their relevance for the retail segment. We know that today IT infrastructure are evolving toward the zero trust concept. So the idea is to give you more insight about how secure interaction can help you provide a successful digital experience to your clients while they visit your shops. Then we will have a quick talk about Descaler ecosystem evolution, which will give us a good opportunity to transition to Cloudi-Fi offer. Hind will give us a quick reminder about the concept of digitalization and why it is so important to provide to customer an experience that associates physical shops with digital world in order to create a successful omni-channel strategy and drive more values for your business. So firstly, a quick introduction about Descaler. The company was created 11 years ago with the aim to facilitate digital transformation toward a cloud and mobile-oriented world. Today we have business policies that shouldn't be conceived regarding where the user is, but that must instead follow users and give them the ability to seamlessly connect to apps wherever they are or whatever the network they are connecting to is. Secure and reliable access to applications, whether they are public or private. We have a global presence with more than 100 data centers worldwide and on every continent, which give us the ability to provide good services to every client everywhere in the world. We today process more than 65 billion transactions a day, and we block more than 100 million threats a day as well, with a proven scalability and performance among more than 3,000 customers. So let's interest us now a bit more on the Zscaler model. So Zscaler offer for digital transformation is composed by two different solutions. The first one is Zscaler Internet Access, which is a cloud security platform that provides all the functions you will need to ensure secure internet connection for your users. So among these functions, we will find proxies, cloud firewall, advanced threat protection, sandboxing, DLP, etc. So it's a totally homogeneous platform that will allow every user to connect securely to internet or to SaaS applications. When we're talking about user, I'm talking about user in HQ office or in the company branches, but not only this kind of a user. I'm also referring to people in shops. And when talking about people in shop, I'm not only thinking about employees at the cash register, but to sales team as well. As we know that now more and more of these sales team are often equipped with tablets to offer a better digital experience to their customers. So it's concerning employees, but also it concerns guest users, and that's the point is we'll develop LAFITTE technology. To sum up, the idea with ZIA, so Zscaler Internet Access, is to secure internet and SaaS application connection for any user wherever they are wherever they are connecting from. So our second solution, which is complementary to Zscaler Internet Access, is Zscaler Private Access. The idea here is to provide secure connection to private apps by enabling access only to authorized users thanks to business policy. So the idea here is basically that you can define which user can see and access which category of application in your private cloud or even in your data centers. So we are moving from a network access model to a user/application segmentation approach, which great advantage is to limit the attack surface your infrastructure are exposed to. And this applies also to your external user, like a third-party partner that may need to access some of your applications, but that don't need a total visibility on your whole application set. So securing IT transformation toward a cloud-oriented world is Descaler objective, as we are shifting from a hub and spoke legacy network to a direct-to-cloud architecture, and also from a perimetric security approach to a new model where securing application access with user business policy is a new paradigm. So let's see now a bit more in detail the main reason our customer use our solution. Sorry, we have a little problem with the slide. So now, okay. So yeah, so here are the. Okay, sorry, we are good now. So yeah, here are the main reason our customer use our solution. So firstly, we will find the security dimension for reducing business risk. So it concerns problematics like proxy replacement, operation management simplification, maintenance upgrades, so this kind of thing. But we will also find the protection for mobile users, as we now have more and more people accessing to company data, for example, from airport or from train station when they're traveling, or people working from home or from a coffee shop between two meetings. So it's a real challenge now for companies to protect their users wherever they are. Another use case we will find concerns the zero-day protection approach. We see lately an important increase of sophisticated malwares. So providing sandboxing and SSL inspection are not optional anymore for companies. Another pillar important for the company security is the data protection. So with our platform, we ensure that nothing good is leaving the company by putting in place some mechanisms that prevent you for losing these data. Zscaler Cloud platform will also give you the ability to increase the use of internet with, for example, SD-WAN application, and this in order to leverage local internet breakouts for branches you can have all over the world. These local internet breakouts will also help you in deploying Office 365 in your company. And while you will deploy this, it will also offer a better user experience, because direct connection to internet will reduce the latency your user will experience. And we also find guest Wi-Fi problematic, and I will let Hind give you more insight on that point in the next minutes. The last main area our customer use our solution concerns private app access. So basically we will talk about VPN replacement, but not only. Our platform also allows multi-cloud access, which means that the user will be able to connect to any cloud, public or private, but also to corporate data centers without any complexity, due to the multiple ops we are currently having sometime when establishing connections through appliances. Another use case will be the third-party access. So with our platform, our customer can ensure that their partner gets visibility only to the applications they need to access, and not to the entire corporate networks and data. And this is what I mentioned a bit earlier about the new model when talking about new segmentation from network segmentation to user/application approach. And finally, the last use case will concern merger and acquisition, where the Zero Trust model will facilitate and speed up application deployment between the two companies, as we now don't need to interconnect their respective network, but just give access to users regarding their typology. So what usually takes months or a year are here reduced to only some weeks with the Descaler platform. So let's talk now about our Zscaler ecosystem. So as you can see on this slide, we work with a wide range of technological partners. I won't go too much in detail in that slide, but you can find more information relative to partners in our website. But for example, I can speak about companies like Splunk, IBM, Anomaly for all that concern security operations. We will find solutions as Silver Peak, Cloud for all concerning SD-WAN solution. We also have some partners in the device management and protections. And since this Descaler agent is very useful for mobile user, we will work, for example, today with Microsoft Intune or AirWatch from VMware, for example. And finally, one of the main areas concern identity and access management. And we find partners like Microsoft, Optin, OneLogin, and it's what brings us here today. We also find Cloudi-Fi as an important partner for this area. So I will now let Ian give you more details about how Cloudi-Fi technology can help to secure guest users while they visit your shops, and see how the technology can bring you value thanks to marketing intelligence implementation.
Okay, so thanks, Franz. So to quickly introduce Cloudi-Fi, it's a company that was created in 2014 by Damien Chastret and William Mirou, who are two former Zscaler employees, actually. So today Cloudi-Fi has about 40 major international accounts, presently a deployment of the solution in thousands of stores around the world. So today we will see together how we can use the Cloudi-Fi guest Wi-Fi for phygital marketing strategy purposes, and how you will be able to re-enchant the in-store customer experience. So for starters, what does the term phygital mean? The concept of phygital appeared in 2013, and it is actually only the contraction between the term physical and the term digital. A phygital strategy is a marketing strategy that consists in using tools, methods, and data of the digital universe in the physical point of sale. It is simply the mutation of the physical point of sale following the rise of e-commerce of this last decade. So today I'm going to present you two typical marketing operations that can be implemented in the phygital strategy in your outlet through the guest Wi-Fi. These are transactions that are very popular with our customers and work very well because we have very good conversation rates. So the first operation is about contest. The contest is a classic for marketing operations, and we can actually improve its relevance even more, but also the conversion rate of your visitors to this type of marketing operation, simply through a phygital animation that will be relevant. You will be able to bring traffic from the digital world to your physical outlet. This is actually the case of SystemView, so that's what I'm presenting today, who were able to set up a digital campaign upstream around this contest operation. In this case, it was on the location of Marais-en-Champagne, which offers an electric scooter as a prize to win by simply connecting to the guest Wi-Fi in store. We provide our customers with our marketing modules, including marketing automation, that will allow them to automate and target their digital communication. The goal is to bring users or mobile users to the point of sale. Once at the point of sale of System U, the goal is to insist on the point of sale communication. So it goes through displays in store or simply through your sales team who will communicate around the operation. And through the guest Wi-Fi, you will simplify this process of participation of your customers in the contest, because in general, a contest in supermarkets is done through a paper form to fill, so it can easily be binding, or again by a terminal on which is under a lot of constraints for your visitors, and therefore a significant loss in terms of conversion rate for this operation. So thanks to Cloudi-Fi Guest Wi-Fi, you will be able to simplify the process of participation because your visitor will have just 3 clicks to make them participate to the game. The first checkbox is for the terms of use. In effect, with the use of Cloudi-Fi, you are fully GDPR compliant, and with all the local regulations of the world, even in China or Russia. To be able to use the data that will be collected on this Wi-Fi portal, you will obviously have to collect the consent of your visitors, and that is what we assure you through our solution. The second click is for the participation to the contest, and the third one about how your visitor is authenticated. We strongly advise our customers to put forward social networks. Today, we have about 15 of them, with the most known as Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, but also more specific social networks such as WeChat for Chinese customers, where this will help to simplify the authentication of your visitors because they are more and more accustomed to using the social network connectors on the e-commerce site. So it's totally natural for them to use this type of authentication. But this is above all a big added value for companies because you will collect a certain amount of basic information, like with Facebook, where you can collect the email, the name, the age group, or the gender. So this minimum information will be needed to create your customer profile and confirm the participation of your visitor. And we can do this intuitively through the Captive portal. Through this type of operation, you will be able to enrich your CRM database and reach new profiles that will be similar to these profiles acquired for your next digital campaign. In this case, for our System clients, they have implemented a national strategy, so there's access to the System level to have visibility on the return of marketing campaigns at the national level, and they also decided to give access to store managers directly on their marketing campaign reporting, and also on the list of identities that we're able to collect as well as consent. The advantage is that you can also set up a marketing campaign at the national level and also delegate the rights to store managers to have a marketing strategy of proximity. A second marketing operation that is also very much requested by our customers is about loyalty programs. Today, the loyalty program is a real CRM asset for brands. We know that loyal customers can represent up to 50% of the turnover, which is not negligible, and yet today there is more than a third of consumers who are reluctant to join a loyal program because they consider that it requires too much time or information. In brief, that is too restrictive. With Cloudi-Fi Guest Wi-Fi, we will be able to remove these barriers and respond to this reluctance. The goal is to be able to make your customers completely autonomous. Through the Cloudi-Fi Guest Wi-Fi, in fact, they will choose the moment they consider appropriate to join your loyalty program. They don't need to do an act of purchase or wait at the checkout. They can just connect to the Guest Wi-Fi and decide to integrate your loyalty program, either from the entrance of the store or while waiting in the fitting room. We are really simplifying the membership process. Moreover, we will not lose them in too long forms that require a lot of information, because very often when you are asked at the checkout if you have the loyalty card of the store, I personally systematically answer no, because I don't want to waste time, but also because I am at the end of the buying process, so I want to leave the store quickly. Through the Guest Wi-Fi Cloudi-Fi and from 3 clicks, you will be able to get access to the loyalty program and recover the minimum amount of information needed to create your customer card. Obviously, the customer profile can be enriched following the interactions with your campaigns. So when you have converted your visitors into loyal customers, you will have to maintain privileged relations with them by sending them campaigns and messages totally customized according to the interactions that they have had directly in the store, since you can put forward marketing campaigns on your guest Wi-Fi. For example, by displaying discount coupons or by promoting a new product. But also through interactions they had outside the store, like newsletter campaigns or social media campaigns. However, even if you have succeeded in retaining the majority of your visitors as loyal customers, there will always be a part of people reluctant to enroll in your program because they have no ability to get the benefits of your program at that specific time. So the challenge is to show these benefits through the guest Wi-Fi and with our attendance in the store. So here you can see the typical journey of a visitor in store. The first time he comes to the store, he sees what is called the sign-up page. He sees it only once, and he will authenticate himself through the mode he has chosen. Also, from the first page, we will put forward an opt-in so that he can register to your newsletter or your loyalty program. Indeed, we can implement the loyalty program system based on the regularity, and it is not contradictory at all, as it can complement your existing loyalty program. Following their authentication on the guest Wi-Fi Cloudi-Fi portal, they will see what is called the marketing page. It is fully customizable like the sign-up page, and you will be able to display surveys, discount, coupons, videos, etc. And therefore imagine a whole marketing strategy through these pages. In this example, we know that this is the third time that Mélissa comes to the store, and we have a surprise for her, which is a pair of earrings to get at the checkout. So you have two objectives with this type of strategy. The first objective is a better conversion rate. Indeed, we count an average conversion rate of 20% to 30%, as your visitor will be able to see the benefits of your loyalty program because it offers something for free. Moreover, the second objective is to create interaction with your sales team directly, as we know that Mélissa is at the checkout, so it creates a human contact. So, to sum up, I presented you two marketing operations that are contests and loyalty programs. So it shows that we can do a lot of things on the guest Wi-Fi and other types of marketing operations, following 3 steps in order to have a successful omnichannel strategy that focuses on the consumer. So the first step is to personalize your Wi-Fi pages according to the brand identity in order to have a coherence in both your Wi-Fi portal and your other communication media. The second step is the possibility to collect demographics through authentication modules that we saw earlier, but also enrich data thanks to a 360 knowledge of your visitors based on the interactions they will have with your phygital campaign. Above all, you are also allowed to have the consent, because today, if you don't have the consent of your customers, you will not be able to do anything with this data. And we allow you to do that with the Cloudi-Fi guest Wi-Fi. Finally, the third step is the possibility to interact directly with your visitors through our marketing and marketing automation module. To continue, I will present you the cases of two customers who have implemented a phygital strategy through the Cloudi-Fi guest Wi-Fi. So the first one is a French group for which we are present in 120 shopping centers around the world: France, Ukraine, Poland, Romania, Luxembourg, and Portugal. For each country, we have created a portal with personalized Wi-Fi pages for each shopping center. Of course, we did not create 120 Cloudi-Fi captive portals, but we created a portal for each country, which is totally dynamic, and therefore the logo and messages will adjust according to the shopping center in question. The second screen you see is the custom marketing page, especially for shopping centers in France, where they have chosen to dynamically highlight Facebook pages or coupons related to the shopping center. They have also set up a satisfaction survey for shopping centers in Poland, where we can see a conversion rate of 23%, which is not negligible and which allows a real-time feedback from your users because you have access to the reports instantly, and above all, we will encourage users to answer the survey because they will use their own mobile, which is so much simpler than a form to fill in store. So the second customer case is one of our big customers in the luxury industry and part of the top 5 for which we have created captive portals for dozens of brands. So each brand has its own visual identity that must be respected. Each captive portal is multilingual because they have foreign customers, even in France, and we are present in 30 countries. Also, for each brand, there is a dedicated portal for visitors in the store and a dedicated portal for showrooms. After almost 2 years of use of the service, there is an average of 2 million authentication per year, 30% of new identities, and especially 27% of opt-ins collected. This means that among their visitors, 27% of people want to be recontacted because the DNA of the brand is strong enough to highlight their newsletter and be accepted by the visitors. With all the data collected through these Wi-Fi pages for each brand, we will send them directly through an API to their platform use that allows them to have consistency in their database. So now we will see how the Cloudi-Fi technology works, because if today we have presented the phygital marketing operations that may be possible on the guest Wi-Fi, it doesn't mean that it is possible with other competitors. Therefore, we will see how our solution is unique. Cloudi-Fi is a 100% cloud service. It means that we don't have the need to use additional software to activate the solution. We use directly the infrastructure that is already implemented in the point of sale. This reduces the cost of providing the service, and above all we will deploy directly and globally through a single interface. So we don't need a person in each store to activate the solution. It is very simple. We will also be able to respond to local compliance issues as we are fully GDPR compliant, in addition to other local regulations that are stricter like Russia or China, as we've previously said. And we will bring a security break with our partner Descaler that allows us to have the same level of security on the network of employees as on the network of visitors. Above all, we offer a universal solution adapted to mobile. We will demonstrate the challenges of a mobile app is to be downloaded, but also to be kept, as we know that there is one mobile app removal every month per user.
So that was it for us today. We hope that you find this presentation interesting for your business. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to contact us. You have on this slide all the email address you may need to reach out to us. And that's it. Thank you and have a nice day.